What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Brute video. Super excited for today's install because we are finally going to be eliminating our rubbing issues by installing a set of Wild Boar ATV floorboards. Now, I was going back and forth between the Lucky 7s and the Wild Boar, but through reading the forums and looking at pictures and stuff, it seems like the Wild Boar look and fit better. But if you have the Lucky 7s, definitely leave some feedback down below, your pros and cons of them. We're, of course, fixing to find out firsthand about the Wild Boars because we're going to be installing them together, and I'll be upfront and honest with y'all, the things that did fit good, didn't, that look good. I mean, y'all are going to freaking see it here on camera. You can make your own decision, but I'll definitely be truthful with y'all as well. So we're going to have a ton more clearance. So no matter how sharp we've got it turned and what surprise route we hit, we're not going to be ripping the fenders off anymore. And we're also going to be addressing the snorkel risers, because yes, I did install this portion incorrectly because I couldn't get them straight. So I was like, screw it, we'll just twist them. They look cool. What would you do?
I don't know, dude. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, these are not additional vent lines. I read the comments. That's the little interlocking things on the side. So this one should have been in the middle and those lock. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I goof the most simplest of things up, but hey, I'm not too good for anything. I read through the comments. I see the things that I do goof, and you know what? I just roll with the punches. Such is life. Sometimes you're going to goof and just freaking, I don't know, fix it. Everybody's least favorite foiler, everybody's favorite foiler, judging by the comments. Y'all freaking, dude, y'all are obsessed with that thing for real. Floorboards here, all wrapped up nice and good, except for the fact that this one was poked through the box and some of the powder coat is ripped off, which is absolutely depressing, but hopefully it's not bent up to where we can't use it. We got to send it back because I want to put them on because I want to go riding today. I haven't ridden in like 2 weeks and it's been absolutely killing me. With that said, let's go ahead and tear these babies off, get the new ones on. All right, step number one is going to be removing all the Phillips head screws along the top. Then you got one push pin in the front fender well. And then you got 4 14 mils underneath. And you do need to keep those because you are going to be reusing them. But after that, you can just finagle this thing out of the way just like that. She's free. Unfortunately, we got a little bit of an issue. So I would definitely recommend unboxing, unwrapping everything to verify that you have all of your parts, because we're missing foot pegs, which royally freaking sucks. And no, the factory ones are not supposed to swap over. Already tried that. The gap between is different than this one. And I called Wild Boar and confirmed. They're going to be sending me a set, but unfortunately, that's of course going to be a couple of days, and it's Friday, so it's going to be Monday, Tuesday. We're riding today without foot pegs, which is probably going to be super sketchy. We're going to go ahead and get everything installed, and that's going to be a simple thing to throw on later. Now, I didn't get any instructions, no QR code, nothing with mine, so I'm kind of just winging it, but I did go on their website and look at the pictures of one already installed, and it seemed like they wanted you to reuse your factory fender hardware, so the bolt that came with it, as well as this little clamp nut. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the same hardware that they included for the lower portion. It's just beefier. Washer on both sides, a bolt, a lock nut. I just want to do that. It's going to look better anyways. And so I went to the hardware store and picked up, I think it was 15 bolts, nut, and then a box of like 100 washers. So I'm going to go ahead and get these little guys all peeled off, get this cleaned up so we can start fresh, and then we'll start throwing the floorboards on. Go ahead and grab your factory hardware, your 4 14 mils, and line up your lower into here. Just loosely screw it in so it can hold itself in place, because we're going to have to finagle it around to get the fenders to line up perfectly. Not tight, just snugged up so it can't lean over much. We're going to go ahead and start by just putting the lower bolts in, not tight, just holding it in place. Now we're going to go ahead and get the top portion loosely held into place with the new hardware. Bolt, washer, washer nut. Hopefully not rip through the fenders. This one right here in the corner can definitely be fun. Probably gonna have to spin it to get it to go through the plastics and finagle it. I got my knee pushing it up. It's a 7/16, if yours is the same as mine, or it could be just a Phillips head. Let's get those guys set up into place. One, reason why I went with the new hardware with washers is because it is gonna put some pressure on your plastics, different than the factory ones that were made obviously flexible and direct fits. It's gonna pull this one back some. So the last thing you wanna do is have your fenders, like the holes, rip out. So that's why I went ahead. Washers on both sides, gonna be the most secure way to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt the fenders down. We'll get these tight, and then we'll do these. Actually, we'll do those, and then these. Go ahead and get this guy down on the front point, corner, and then tighten the outside one. That way it's not putting itself in a real bind trying to stretch the plastics. Well, here she is with the new floorboards and the snorkel risers fixed. And dude, this thing is looking absolutely incredible. I am so stoked, but we are gonna give some critiques on the floorboards. But first, let's talk about the snorkel risers. All I had to do was loosen our clamps here, take them off, slide them together, lock them into place, and then just bolt them back down. But I did take the racks and the front plastics up because I had it adjusted a little wonky, but now she's looking all symmetrical, nice and clean. But yeah, this definitely does look so much better. It's nice and secure. My brain just wasn't functioning properly at the end of that snorkel install, but yeah, we got her fixed, so all is good there. Now, y'all saw we installed the floorboards. Anybody can do this if you have the tools, dude. It's easier than changing the oil, incredibly quick. You could get this knocked out in genuinely 30 minutes to an hour, no problem whatsoever. And so that's what's awesome about them. Also, obviously, we have a boatload more clearance. Shouldn't have any issues. Well, we might be freaking close to that guy. Might have to zip tie her out of the way. Honestly, it's not even clipped on anything. We might just go ahead and trim that guy across. There's no potential of hooking that with one of the lugs. Probably gonna be the smartest thing to do. Obviously in the rear, totally solid. I mean, if you ran bigger tires, potentially you'd wanna shave these guys down so that they're not protruding out. But they're definitely doing their job, and they do look really freaking good. I mean, they look fine up close too, but 5 foot away, 3 foot away, they look absolutely killer. Now, if you get up close, once you install them, of course, or as you're installing them, you're gonna notice some things. You know, they're not gonna fit as good as the plastics, obviously. Plastic on plastic is gonna fit way better than metal on plastic because it's metal, it's angular. I'll give the fit like a 7 out of 10. It's definitely not perfect, but it also is not horrible. There wasn't any real fighting. The only part of the plastics that's kind of stretched is this part right here. You had to pull it back this way. You couldn't push the whole thing forward because then that would be, and this is a much bigger bend. This is pretty flat, so I figured we'd bring that out. That's really it, and that's why I decided to go ahead and use this hardware to have washers on both sides. That way we don't potentially pull through the plastics, because once you do that, it's gonna be a nightmare. You're gonna have to run a huge washer. So hopefully that will be fine, not having any issues with those bolts trying to pull through as we're riding and vibrating and all that kind of stuff. Now, finish. I opted for, I don't know if there's even color options. Black powder coat, of course, right? Well, there's some flaws in it from the get-go, which I get it. It's a mud four-wheeler. It's gonna get scratches. It's gonna get beat up. It's gonna get gross. And certain people are gonna be more picky about this than others. I'd probably say I'm more in the middle. It just sucks that there's already scratches on it when I bought it. Like, I'm fine with it getting scratched up because I'm gonna put the scratches on there, but like I bought it brand new so that it was supposed to be, it's like new, and there's already scratches here, like it's chipped there. This was poked through the box, so that's not on them. Obviously, it's got a little rust on there. The powder coat is peeled off, but like this spot right here, we got like surface rust, which I don't know if I can, I don't know. That's frustrating. It looks like there's a little bit more right here. Scratch, scratch, scratch. These were all on them when I unboxed them from the wrap, so they were like, once they got done powder coating them, they got scratched, and then they just boxed them up anyway. So that is pretty unfortunate. Obviously not getting the foot pegs in, that's really unfortunate. It's gonna be an interesting ride, which of course we are going ride on this thing, but we're We're gonna be slipping and sliding for sure. Not going crazy strict on them, but also like I expect it to be a little bit more. Well, I mean, it's the same four-wheeler since like 2007, maybe 12, whatever. We should have it pretty much dialed in. Count us down.
I can't see. Oh my God! Stop. Oh my God! Okay.
You hit a barbed wire fence.
Yes.
How?
So I was riding, and this was years ago.
Years ago, you weren't born.
ASMR.
Tell everybody why you got a black eye.
So me and my grandpa were throwing the ball. As you know, I'm really good at baseball. And then I was standing there like I was kicking the ball.
You missed the ball and it hit you in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's looking kind of peanut buttery. Hopefully we don't goof right here and end up getting stuck by myself. And I didn't put my freaking shield up. Do it. Holy crap. I couldn't even speak. Now I would most certainly love to go over on that side because it's straight up swamp looking absolutely glorious. But there's a fence through it and holy crap at all the turtles. Okay, yeah, what am I thinking? That's way too freaking deep. That's a freaking pond. There's no way we can go through that. See if we can make it in two-wheel. It's been getting bad. The bottomless pit. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's freaking go! I had to pause my talking because we about went over backwards. Oh, that was freaking sick. I should have put my camera up. Dang it. All right. Now that we can turn. Okay. We should be able to, you know, maneuver a little bit better up through here. Yikes. Given the sticks and debris are not too terribly bad, like they freaking are. Dang it! Holy crap! I forgot that was on there. My stand. We're probably gonna rip it off. We're gonna have to shorten her up real quick. Holy crap! Let's see if there's anything new. The beaver's back. Dude, did I? No. We just went into a different universe. Somewhere, somehow, we have went into an alternate universe. Because the beaver dam is back. And the beaver was gone. I saw him. He wasn't just napping for the day. He was napping forever. Dude, this changes everything. Holy crap. I bet it's full over. It is. Oh my gosh. Dude, yes. Heck yes. This is insane. This is, dude, I'm so stoked. Let this not be a bottomless pit though, that we immediately sink in forever. Okay, we're good. It's actually pretty hard packed. False alarm, false alarm. Dude, this is disgusting. I am so hyped right now. Look at this. We're about to go by far the deepest that we ever have, and let's hope it turns out good. Now we do know that there is a big protruding rock somewhere right around there, which we do not want to hit and get yeeted. We're just gonna go ahead and dip off in her. Oh, we are properly floating. We are properly sinking. Holy crap. Holy crap, holy crap. Yeah, we're racks deep. We are racks deep. And our four-wheel drive is acting up. What the freaking crap? Oh, that's great. Come on, Brute. Don't be doing that to me. Holy crap. Smile for the camera. Golly. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That was insane. What the heck is going on with the four-wheel drive though? I think we can handle it in two-wheel if I go about it correctly. Let's find out. Don't you turn that way. Well, she did it again. That's not scary. That's so crazy. Okay. We're floating. We're fully floating. Holy. Holy crap. Helps when the full drive actually works. Dude, that is not good at all. Dude. Oh my gosh, dude. That was so deep. Don't start doing it. She's falling apart, boy. She's not. She might be. Dude, that was riser deep. Now it's time for the moment of truth to find out whether or not we did a good job on the snorkel install, because we went over the racks. It was right up to the bottom of the snorkel riser, and I did already check the air box before we came back, and there was actually a tiny little bit in there. Right there in that corner you can see where we filled the drain plug, so we're gonna have to vacuum that out. What do y'all think that's from? Do y'all think that's from splashing up into it? Do you think we do have a little leak? It could be from up there, because that, I don't freaking know. I mean, it could be right here where it goes in, but we did ultra black it really good. Or do you think that's purely coming in through the seal, the airbox lid? That's what I'm kind of leaning towards. This has never been my forte. I've always been racing four-wheelers and dirt bikes, which I feel like I'm pretty good on. And that's why I can do wheelies and stuff on this thing. But you know, this is my first experience properly water riding and stuff. And so I got to get all the moves down pat, and obviously we got to figure out what's going on with the freaking four-wheel drive. Oh, dude, bone freaking dry. That is absolutely beautiful. So intake and exhaust for the transmission, looks like we did perfectly. I guess I probably should show you all the one reason why you actually clicked on this video, and that is probably to see how much clearance you gain with the Wild Boar ATV floorboard. So 2-inch lift with 29.5s that at full lock, like it is now, used to rub. Now we have, I'd say, what, 2 full inches? And yes, I did trim that plastic because that was probably going to hit at full lock at some point, hitting a rut or whatever. So yeah, but dude, it is perfect with the 29.5s. There is a ton of room, and you know, these are basically 30s, so we're going to be putting 30s on this thing as well soon, so we'll see how they fit with that. But I'm sure 32s even would be totally fine, because you're not gaining the additional 2 inches to one side. It's split between, so I'm sure 32s would fit on here perfect, which hopefully someday we will experience. I guess we've got some issues to tackle though at this point, because yeah, four-wheel drive is not acting right, that is for sure. As y'all saw, popping in and out, and you know, when you're heavy on the throttle, you don't want your four-wheel drive engaging like that. So I don't know, let me know if y'all have had any experience with this or any insight. Is it electrical? Is it mechanical? Is it an axle, the diff, the transfer case, the drive shaft? I don't know. I honestly don't know, but it has been an ongoing thing. I've heard it making noise sometimes randomly, even before the tires, and yeah, previous owner might have pulled a fast one on me with that. We'll figure it out, I guess, or just run it until something explodes, and then we'll definitely know then. And Wild Boar, if you do happen to stumble upon this video, please get those foot pegs sent out ASAP, because that was a very odd riding sensation. Completely flat foot, no traction, definitely not the best. But I know once we get those on, I'm going to be even more in love with these floorboards, because yes, they are 6, 7 out of 10 as far as fit and finish, but dude, they do their job. So much clearance, ease of cleaning, they're sturdy. I'm freaking loving them, mainly because I guess we can fully turn and actually go ride this thing, and I'm just hyped on that. Also, dude, we went freaking rat deep front and rear at the swamp, which I am so glad that that thing is filled back up. There's going to be so much more riding we're going to do there. Can't wait to take the 300 back out there when we get it snorkeled and on tires and everything. And honestly, that's what we should be doing all this initial deep riding with, because one, Honda, but two, experience, learn, figure out how to lean here, how to lean there, what to do, all these different scenarios. And yeah, I know you see people on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and stuff going that deep and way deeper all the time like it's nothing, but you kind of get like delusional, not delusional, you get like watered down as far as like, oh, that's crazy, or like, whoa, that's actually cool, or like that's really deep, because you see so much extreme things all the time. Trust me, for someone that has never been that deep, that was a sure enough experience. That was pretty freaking crazy. It was definitely a ton of fun, and I got the old ticker pumping for sure, because full drive acting up, and I'm by myself, and I've never been that deep, and I had to let off the throttle completely to put it in reverse, and yeah, a lot of things, which it was awesome. The Brute did amazing, aside from the full drive thing, which we keep talking about. Please, somebody help me out. Anyways, I'm gonna quit rambling. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. Definitely drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification. I'll see y'all boys in the next one.